Hello, Cothern Cards community. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Glad to have you all here. Tonight we're doing another pack sales and collection sorting stream. Little housekeeping to make note of. We will be changing our stream start time starting Thursday to start at we're going to start at 8:30 p.m. Eastern going forward, so if you like to arrive at the beginning, please make note. If you're interested in picking up packs, tonight we have added Commander Legends. You can see that up there. They're $5.25 a pack. We also have Kaldheim Collectors at 20 a pack, Set Boosters at 4 a pack, Jumpstart Boosters at $6 a pack. We have 14 of those left. We also have Syndicate Rising, Ikoria Lair Behemoths, Theros Beyond Death, Throne of Eldraine, and Core 2021 draft packs at $3.25 each. Shipping is $1 for up to 6 cards in a plain white envelope. You get to pick the cards that I ship to you. There is no tracking, so that is at your risk. $5 is hits only shipping. That's rares, mythics, foils, or anything over $1. And then $9 is for all cards, commons, uncommons, rares, mythics, foils, art cards, ad cards if you want them. So that is what we are doing tonight. Hopefully we see a few familiar names popping up in chat soon. Anybody has any questions, please let me know in chat. You can purchase packs on cotherncards.com. There's a video up at the top that explains how to do everything. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a note in chat, or you can always send me an email at cotherncards@gmail.com. There's a quick inventory list on the site. Let me double check, make sure that's updated real quick. And then there's a form down below where you order. Payment is through PayPal. Friends and family with no notes, please. Hello, Emily. Good to see you in chat tonight. Glad you're able to stop by. Just giving the normal opening spiel to anybody who might be new and hanging out with us tonight. The new thing is we have Commander Legends packs now, $5.25 a piece. Those are the draft packs. If anybody has any requests for packs that I don't have in stock, let me know. I can see if I can drum up enough interest to get a box. As always, let me know if there are any sound issues. Hey Chaos, good to see you. You got in before I signed into my chat, so I did not see that. Just checking the YouTube side of things, and I see you there now. So thank you for stopping by on YouTube. Just sent your cards out today, so hopefully you'll be getting those soon. Last night we had a surprise stream because I could not keep track of what day of the week it was. Ink Niner had purchased some packs, and I told him I'd do them last night, and so I did. And tomorrow morning we have our 100 subscriber video going out, thanking everybody and doing a mail day on some of the recent giveaways and stuff I've won and received in the mail. So if you guys are interested in that, that'll be going out tomorrow morning. On the YouTube channel, we're done opening Kaldheim set packs for now. I am out my personal collection, although I do still have 28 set packs for people who want to purchase during the stream tonight. Other than that, I'm going to start sorting through my collection. So if anybody has any questions, leave a note. Hope everybody's having a good night. If there's anything you want to chat about, leave a note in chat. Be happy to talk about anything magic related. So let's get started. Looks like we have some Kaldheim on top here. We'll go ahead and get started with that. Get this other stuff out of the way. So these were my last 2 set packs of Kaldheim, which are the shorts are now live up on the website, or the website on YouTube. Do not post regular stuff to the website. Just right now, it is a place to get information. I might change that in the future. So if anybody has anything they want to see up there, let me know. We can see if we can do that. These last couple packs were a lot of fun. Got a lot of more interesting, I guess I would say, hits here, which is nice, don't get me wrong. Okay, let's see. Let's get started here. So, out of the last two packs, I received no white cards other than this list card right here. Release the Dogs. That's from Jumpstart, ironically enough. I mean, don't quite understand how they pick what goes on the list, but they decided a Jumpstart Uncommon needed to be there. So, go ahead and get that sleeved up. I will need to add that to my list art. My day has been busy. It's pretty warm up here in Indiana today. Got into the 60s, which is pretty uncommon for this time of year. So I was able to take my convertible out. The battery was dead because it had sat all winter, and was able to take that out for a drive, get the battery hopefully charged up. Hopefully it's not a bad battery. And then I had to drop by the post office today to mail Chaos's cards. He had been having me hold on to them for a while, and then he decided to get them shipped. So Chaos, those are on their way to you. Emily says she's glad the Commander Legends finally came. Me too. I bought 2 boxes, one for me, one for the stream. I have my first Commander Legends pack opening from my personal box today. The stream box has not been opened yet, so that is a fresh box right now. All sorts of good stuff in Commander Legends. Of course, everybody's going for the Jeweled Lotus, the Mana Drain, the Scroll Rack. But there's a lot of other good stuff in there too. There's those multiplayer lands. I don't know what the name for them is. I opened up a Vault of Champions in my first pack, so that was pretty exciting. Then we have a bunch of showcase and theme deck cards here. Looks like I messed up. Grabbed the wrong card out. Okay, almost done here. And then we will start marking stuff off the list, and I can figure out what I still need from this set. I am going to be adding up the number of rares and mythics that I got from this box, because I'm interested to see if it was better than what a draft booster box would have been. I've not done that yet. I probably will be picking up a draft box of Kaldheim at some point. If anybody's interested in draft packs of Kaldheim, let me know and I can move that up on the priority list. But otherwise, I think a lot of people seem to prefer the set packs from what I have seen so far. Oh. Let's go ahead and grab this Kaldheim list real quick, if I can figure out which one it is. We'll start going through these cards, see which ones I already have. Go ahead and zoom into the cards so we can focus on the highlight, not my list of cards that I'm collecting. Looks like we have the autofocus working tonight. That's always a good thing. If you guys ever see that the autofocus is not working, please let me know. I'll get that fixed as soon as possible. Looks like we already have most of the commons. That's not too surprising at this point. What are you planning to do with your collection once it gets really big? I don't know. Right now, I'm just collecting, and we'll see what happens at that point. It's definitely a valid question. I just haven't thought that far ahead. I'm probably going to keep most of it, to be honest. I'm definitely going to be figuring out what, like right now I don't have enough cards to really make a difference. Like it doesn't make much sense for me to start selling much, but I think if I'm not going to start playing Paper Magic, which it's kind of hard to tell if I'm going to be doing that yet or not. There's just like with COVID, not a lot of standard play going on, so I'm not like trying to get cards for decks. I'm more collecting the set itself. But once I start getting duplicates and stuff, I might start selling some of my duplicates. Not 100% sure on that, or trading to get ones I don't have to complete my set. So that's the plan right now. And honestly, I have no clue what I'm going to be doing with all the bulk commons and uncommons. I know I will end up with a lot of those. Maybe give some, like Chaos had mentioned, his bulk that he did not get shipped to him. I'm going to be giving that to some people that are new to Magic when they start up. Once that's like an in-person thing. But right now, that's not really a thing I can do because I'm not going to those types of events yet. So what number is this one? 330. Way off where I was looking on my list. No wonder I couldn't find it. And then we have some of our theme booster cards here. And we're going to be able to get started. Just leaving these up and talking about the cards. I was surprised how few tokens I actually ended up getting with everything in the set booster packs. I guess when you consider list cards and add cards, you end up not getting as many tokens as you would think you would. So there are 23 tokens, and I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm missing 9 tokens out of 23, and I opened 30 packs, so that's interesting. So we'll start going through those. These are duplicates. Okay, so we have a foil Yarl the Forsaken. This is a lot of fun and limited. Let's see if I can get that because it's a foil. Yeah, that's what's happening. Foil is blinding the camera. It's 3 and a black for a 3/2, but it has flash and foretell. You can foretell it for 1 and a black. When it enters the battlefield, destroy target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls that was dealt damage this turn. So you play this after you've blocked their creatures on their turn, or after you've attacked on your turn, and you can kill some people. Now the fun part with this card is pairing it with a first strike card like Battlefield Raptor or Fearless Pup. You get that first strike damage in, and then before they can kill your person, you flash this in and knock their guy out. Had a lot of fun with that on Arena. Next up is Vengeful Reaper. This is another great limited card. Emily says you're growing really quickly, getting a few more subs every day. Thanks for noticing, Emily. I am trying to grow as fast as possible, obviously, but I mean, at 120 subs, I still don't have quite the reach that a lot of these other people have. So I'm super excited about my growth. There's always opportunity for more, but I'm very happy with where we're at right now, and I hope the pace continues or accelerates. So we'll see what happens with that. Here we have Vengeful Reaper. It's 3 and a black for a 2/3 flyer with Death Touch and Haste, and you can play it for its foretell cost of 1 and a black. So this is pretty powerful. It's expensive. It's not even really that expensive for what it is for its regular cost, but when you foretell it, you can get out on turn 3. It's crazy good, and it's a flyer too, so you can get through the air. If you're playing black green and they don't have a way to block a flyer, and you have Finn on the field, they can be in big trouble getting those poison counters real quick. Next up is Ascent of the Worthy. I've seen this do some good things before in limited, but it's very strange how it works. So first you choose a creature you control. And this is for the first 2 turns of the saga. And until your next turn, all damage that will be dealt to creatures you control is dealt to that creature's controller instead. So, damage dealt to creatures you control is dealt to that creature instead. So you hope you have a big creature that can handle it, or all of it's going to go to a super small creature and just kill it. So that's interesting. And then on the 3rd turn, you return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield with a flying counter on it. It's also an angel warrior in addition to other creature types. That can be important with some of the cards like that 2/4 flyer that when you have 27 life, you get +2/+2 for all your Righteous Valkyrie. So it's an interesting card. Here's your Judge of Valor. Is a Double Spell Matters card. It's 2 a white and 2 black for a 2/4 flying lifelink. It's kind of expensive until you realize whenever you cast your second spell each turn, you get to look at the top 3 cards of your library, put 1 into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. So you get to draw basically your best card out of the next 3. And late game, that can be great. You can avoid lands and pick up big bombs. You just hope that you don't have 2 cards you need in those top 3. Emerson Predator is another huge bomb in limited. It's 2 a black and a red for a 3/3 flyer. Whenever it becomes tapped, exile up to 1 card from a graveyard and put a 1/1 counter on it. It says up to, so you don't have to exile it if you don't want to. If your opponent's graveyard runs out of cards, you don't have to start exiling from your graveyard, and you don't have to exile to get the counter. So even if both graveyards are completely empty, you can still add the counters, and then you can sacrifice another creature and it gains indestructible until end of turn and you tap it. So it's a great way to get another 1/1 counter. Emily asks, do I have a favorite set? Out of the recent sets, not yet. Trying to think back to when I played last time. Had a lot of fun in Ravnica. My least favorite set was Torment. Just because I wasn't a black player and it was a very black heavy set. Judgment was fun because it was white and green and I like white and green. But I really liked Invasion too. But it's because when I played, so it's nostalgic. But those are the main sets I've liked so far. Kaltheim's nice. It's fun. Zendikar Rising was fun, but I don't have like any huge attachment to either of them yet. I like Jumpstart a lot. That's a really fun set to open, and I think it'll be a fun set to play once I'm around a person that can play Jumpstart. Maybe I can find some people to play online that have built up the Jumpstart cube like I have. So here we have Invasion of the Giants for blue and a red. The first turn you scry 2. Second turn you draw a card, then may reveal a giant card from your hand. When you do Invasion of the Giants, deals 2 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. Then the third step, the next giant spell you cast this turn costs 2 less to cast. Emily says, my favorite threat is Throne of Eldraine. It had a lot of good mana red cards for my deck. Yeah, I was just about to ask, actually, after I was done reading that card, what your favorite set was. So thank you for sharing. Throne of Eldraine, actually, is a really cool flavor set. I wasn't playing when it came out, so I'm not like super attached to it, and it's going to rotate out later this year, so I'm not picking up a bunch of cards from it on Arena, but it is a fun set, and I've had fun opening it. I've opened a Great Henge, and I've opened an Oko. So those are 2 great cards to pull, so it's been a fun set to open for me as well. Here we have the Great Hall of Starnheim. Enters battlefield tapped. You can tap it to add a black. More Drunken Blade. Thank you very much for coming by tonight. Welcome to the stream. If you have any questions, let me know. More Drunken Blade's favorite set right now is Lorwyn. I was not around when Lorwyn came out, so you will have to let me know what you think about that. For anybody who's curious, we have both Twitch and YouTube streaming going on right now. So if you hear me chatting with some people, chances are they're in the other platform. For anybody who's interested, you can visit cotherncards.com to purchase packs. There's a video that explains how to do it, and you just fill out the form. If you have any questions, let me know in chat. That is what we have available. Those are the packs that we'll be opening. We're just going over some cards I'm adding to my collection. I collect sets, so that's what I'm doing right now. If anybody wants to talk anything Magic, leave a note in chat. Happy to talk about whatever you want. Right now we're talking about our favorite sets. I went through mine. Emily mentioned hers is Throne of Eldraine, and More Drunken Blade says Lorwyn. So if anybody else has a favorite set, would love to hear your thoughts. And until we get some more chat going on, I'll be going through these cards. The Great Hall of Starnheim is really fun and limited because it's a land. It is a tap land, so it's a little disadvantage, but it lets you basically play a spell. In this case, you could pay 2 white and a black, tap it, sacrifice Great Hall of Starnheim, and a creature you control. So it's pretty expensive, but you get to create a 4/4 white angel warrior creature token with flying and vigilance. So that's huge. You can only activate this as a sorcery, so you can't sacrifice a creature after it blocks, probably trying to balance out the power. Now we're getting into the fun cards. We got a Tyvar Kell full art or borderless or whatever they call it. There's so many variants, I can't keep them all straight. It's 2 and 2 green for a legendary Planeswalker Tyvar. Interesting thing about this card is, although Tyvar very clearly looks like an elf, Tyvar is not an elf, so he does not get elves you control have tap to add black mana. That makes sense because Planeswalkers don't really tap for anything as far as I know. So it's probably just trying to balance the power level a little bit. Its +1 is you get to put a 1/1 counter on up to 1 target elf, untap it, and it gains Death Touch until end of turn. So if they're adding a mana, you can then untap it and gains Death Touch so it can attack. Its 0 is creating a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token. Its -6 is whenever you cast an elf spell, it gains haste until end of turn and you draw 2 cards. A great way to deck yourself, but in Commander that can be pretty powerful, I'd imagine. But the key here is you have to draw 2 cards. It is not you must draw 2 cards. Emily says I have to go for about 20 minutes, but I'll come back once I'm done, so I'll see you later. See you in about 20 minutes, Emily. Looking forward to getting you back in chat. So take your time, but I will see you soon. So yeah, Tyvar Kell. That's Tyvar's actually been going up in price. I think this particular version's over $10 now. This is a limited bomb right here. Serulf Realm Eater for 1, a black, and a green. It's a 3/3 legendary wolf. Whenever a permanent an opponent controls is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on Serulf Realm Eater. The bomby part is at the beginning of your upkeep. If it has 1 or more 1/1 counters on it, you may remove all of them. You have to remove all of them. If you do, exile each other, so not including this, each other non-land permanent with a converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of counters removed this way. You have to be careful because it gets rid of your creatures, but at the same time, it's a lot of fun because it gets rid of a lot of stuff from your opponent. And if you don't want it to go off, you just let it keep growing to be a bigger and bigger creature, so that's great. This is a theme booster card, you can tell because it is number 374, which is after the main set, and it is in the original frame. Also, this particular section of the numbering are the cards that are supposedly exclusive to the theme booster, but they're clearly not because they're also in set boosters and collector boosters. I guess they're just maybe more prevalent in the theme boosters. I don't really know anybody who buys theme boosters, so if you do, let us know in chat. For 4 and 2 white, you get a 4/5 flyer with lifelink. At the beginning of each end step, if you gain 4 or more life this turn, create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying and vigilance. So basically, if this guy attacks and deals 4 damage, you gain 4 life and you get a 4/4 flying vigilant angel. It is kind of expensive, but it is pretty powerful. Next up, we have Renegade Reaper. This is one of the last cards we'll be adding to the binder collection for Kaldheim tonight. At least out of the set booster packs that we open. It is a 2/3 for 2 and a black. It's Flyer, Angel Berserker. When it enters the battlefield, you mill 4 cards. At least 1 angel card was milled this way, you gain 4 life. That's interesting. Gaining life is important to some angels like Righteous Valkyries, so that could be good, I guess. Next up, we have Rampage of the Valkyries. Not seen this card yet, so I'll be interested to see what this does. For 3, a white and a black, it's an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, create a 4/4. Wizard is raiding with a party of 8. Thank you, Wizard138, for the raid. We're just going over some cards in my collection. If anybody wants to purchase packs, feel free to visit cotherncards.com. How did the rest of your stream go tonight, Wizard? For those of you that don't know Wizard, he is a Magic the Gathering arena streamer. He also streams Valheim from time to time. I am going ahead and putting him over in the chat right now. Looks like Wizard says stream was fun, but I made some horrible mistakes and lost us 2 games. Don't feel too bad. I went 0-3 last night in draft. More Drunken Blade over on YouTube says Thoughtseize, 1000-Year Elixir, Cryptic Command, top 6 from Lorwyn are 20 to 25 bucks. Yeah, that's a pretty good set. Things are going good here. We're just going through some cards I'm adding to my Kaldheim collection. We're trying to fill out a set of the base cards. This particular one here is a theme booster card that I opened up in a set booster pack. 3 white and black. It's an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, create a 4/4 white angel creature token with flying vigilance. Whenever an angel you control dies, each other player sacrifices a creature. So that's pretty interesting in an angel deck, which theme booster cards would probably want to make angel decks, so that makes sense to me. Hey, look, we have a giant wizard token right when wizard arrives. But yeah, it's going good. Just hanging out and
Getting a job is
chatting with people that are hanging out. We have more Drunken Blade and Emily Golan over on YouTube. We have the giant wizard token, although I think there's another wizard in Kaldheim. Wizard token. Let me check my list. Oh no, it's the human warrior token. That's a wizard token. But this says wizard, so I'm not sure if we go with the one that looks like wizard or the one that says wizard. But pretty cool that showed up when you did, so that's pretty neat. Taking a quick break on the music while they play an ad. Gotta love Spotify for that. I mean, they have to make money, so you can't complain too much. Next up, we have, let's see, looks like a pack of Theros Beyond Death that we're going to have to add to our collection. Funny thing about Theros Beyond Death, I don't know if it's this box or what, but I swear every single token I open is this human soldier token. They have like 3 different ones, and every single one I've opened has been that one. It's not, I mean, I have opened a couple other tokens in the box, but I'm like halfway through the box, and I swear I've opened at least like 6 to 8 of these things. So it'd be nice if they had some Mythic misprint where I open like the same god over and over again too, but so far it's just been this token, so that's a little disappointing. What are you up to the rest of the night, Wizard? Appreciate you stopping by. More Drunken Blade says, did you pick up any Kaldheim Youthful Valkyrie? Thoughts? I opened one, I think. Let me check. See. Yep, I opened one Youthful Valkyrie. I haven't been buying single cards yet. I've been waiting to open up, see what I open, and then probably still going to open another box of Kaldheim at some point. So once I'm done with that, then I'll pick up the rest of the cards I need. I'm not playing any paper Magic right now, so picking up single cards right now hasn't been a big priority for me. What I have been doing is filling out my binder set, so that's the priority for me right now for the most part. Now, I started playing right before Zendikar Rising. So I started playing on Arena. And Arena, you don't have to buy cards. You don't have to go play in person, which, don't get me wrong, I love playing Magic with people. Just right now we have a baby at home, and that is not in the cards, so to speak. But when it gets to a point where I can play in person again, it is definitely something I will be considering. I can't remember, are the theme booster cards legal in standard, or are they just like commander and fun play cards? Like I know like the commander deck cards aren't legal in standard, but I'm not sure. I want to say the theme booster cards are standard legal. I don't think any of them are strong enough to be played in standard, but I think you can. Chaos, welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. Chaos is hanging out over on YouTube with more Drunken Blade. We're talking about Kaldheim Youthful Valkyrie. Does anybody have any thoughts on that card? I think it's definitely interesting. It's nice that they finally have an angel that is not a big angel, so something to fill out the lower end of the curve. And its ability, I think it's a 1/3 flyer for 1 and a white, and anytime an angel comes into play, you get to add a 1/1 counter to it. So it's got a nice ability, especially for that. So more Drunken Blade says theme are legal, so that is good to know. Let's go ahead and zoom back in as we go through these cards real quick. Gonna figure out which ones we're adding to my collection, or my binder collection, I guess. Adding all the cards to my collection in one way or another. Just depends on if I sleeve it and put it in the binder or not. So we have Theros here. Sentinel's Eyes. Do I have that yet? I played a lot my white deck on Arena, but I do not have it yet. Woman of the Seas I do have. Riptide Turtle, have that. Enemy of Enlightenment. Do not have that one yet. What are you up to today, Chaos? You having a good day so far? Glad to see you stopping by. But the theme booster cards, getting back to that, they are definitely harder to pick up. I did open some in my set boosters, but I did not open up a ton of them, and the theme booster cards are only uncommons and rares, so you don't see them quite as much. The theme boosters rares show up as the second to last card, I believe. It's normally a snow card or a theme booster card from what I can gather. I'm not sure exactly what that slot is supposed to be, but I think that's what it is. Wrap in Flames. Do I have that one yet? I do not. Now, I've not played Theros Unlimited, so I don't have quite the insight that I do with Kaldheim. Been watching Wizard138 do some Theros drafts. Those have been fun. Although I personally am not doing any because I'm focusing my Arena collection on cards that will be legal in Standard at the end of the next rotation. So we have Moss Viper hanging out here. Let's see, do I have that one? I do. We also have a Mirror Shield. Heading all the way down to the artifacts. Don't have that one yet. Happy to add it to my collection. Thaumaturge's Familiar. Is that how you're supposed to say that? Don't try to type it in chat, because I'm not going to be able to figure it out. If I can't figure it out on the card, reading it in chat's not going to help either. I already have all the lands in Theros, but I love these basic lands. They are a lot of fun, and I have a million of these human soldier tokens already. So that's it for this pack. We did get some new cards. Let's go ahead and sleeve those up and talk about them. Okay, Sentinel's Eyes. I use this a lot in my white standard deck. I guess it's an aggro kind of deck. When you pair this with Tyvar, you get a double striker with Vigilance and +1/+1. So a pretty good pairing right there. More Drunken Blade says it's an ancillary, however you say that word, ancillary spot. Next up we have Enemy of Enlightenment. For 5 and a black, you get a 5/5 flyer whenever, or it gets -1/-1 for each card in your opponent's hands at the beginning of your upkeep. Each player discards a card. So I guess it gets stronger by the time you have 6 mana. Hopefully their hand's small enough to where this doesn't die as soon as you play it, because discarding cards definitely helps you. It's a powerful ability, but for 6, I don't know how strong that is. Gravebreaker Lamia for 4 and a black. It is a 4/4 lifelink. That's not bad. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for a card, put it into your graveyard, then shuffle your library. Spells you cast from your graveyard cost 1 less to cast. So if you have a way to get stuff out of your graveyard, this basically lets you get your best card. So that's pretty sweet. Pharika's Spawn. We have 3 and a black for a 3/4. Its escape is 5 and a black and exile 3 other cards. It escapes with 2 1/1 counters on it. When it enters battlefield this way, each opponent sacrifices a non-Gorgon creature. Very specific. Are there a lot of Gorgon creatures in Theros? I'm not sure. If there are, that's less useful. If there aren't, it's a pretty useful card, I think. Okay, let's see. We have Wrap in Flames here. 3 and a red. Wrap in Flames deals 1 damage to each of up to 3 target creatures. Those creatures can't block this turn. You guys haven't checked out Colossus of Akros over on Twitch. He's a Magic the Gathering streamer. He punted with this card. He was supposed to hit his hero to give his creatures +1/+0, but he hit a tapped creature from his opponent, and it lost him the game. Poor Colossus of Akros. But it's a fun card nonetheless. Looks like we are out of sleeves in this pack. Let me grab another one. And our last card in this set is Mirror Shield. It is a 2-drop artifact equipment. Equip cost is 2. Equip creature gets +0/+2 and has hexproof. Whenever a creature with Death Touch blocks or becomes blocked by this creature, destroy that creature. So, as you can see from the art, the shield throws the Death Touch back. And I believe that's Medusa, if I'm thinking straight right now. Turns to stone herself, so that's pretty cool. Now I had another stack of cards around here somewhere. Oh, there they are. That's it for Theros Beyond Death. We'll add these to my collection. Then we have Ikoria up next. Chaos says Gravebreaker is awesome. God, that lag. The lagging on my end or Yarl's end, I'm not sure how that works exactly. But I got the message, Chaos, so thank you for sharing that. So let's sort through these Ikoria cards, get them in order real quick, and we'll see which ones we get to add to the collection. Chaos says my lag. Sorry about that, bud. Lag is no fun, but we can always go back and talk about whatever you want. So feel free to drop stuff in chat. Not going to exclude you because you're a little slow. Some of the lag might also be me not looking up and seeing the chat all the time. So if it is that, I do apologize.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the
Charmin wants to talk to you, but I will meet. So let's go through these real quick, see what I can add to my collection. First up, I have a Helica Glider. I already have that one. Majestic Auricorn. Do not have that one yet. I haven't opened a lot of Ikoria, about a little bit halfway through my first box, so some of these commons are probably still going to be new. Although maybe not. We have that uncommon. Common. More Drunken Blaine says, I put Mirror Shield in my casual angel deck. My friends love Death Touch. Well, if your friends love Death Touch, that is a great card to use right there. Hexproof also protects you from those creature destruction spells. So if your friends like that type of stuff, that is definitely a good answer. Nice thing about the equipment is you just move it after the creature dies. So pretty sweet. It's not an enchantment. It doesn't die with the creature. Mosscoat Goriak. Do I have? Sounds familiar, and I do. We have a mythic here. Vadroc, Apex of Thunder. See if I can find that on my sheet. I would hope I don't have any duplicate mythics, and I don't. And then Plains 262. This is a new one for me. That's nice. We have the Punch Out card, which I already have some of. But those are actually one of the few useful things I've seen these cards be. So that's pretty cool. They do not appear to be any thicker than a standard card, so that's a bit of a bummer, but makes sense. They're not going to print special card stock just for this. Anybody hanging out over in YouTube land, if you could hit that thumbs up button down below, that will help me out a lot. If you're not subscribed already, would definitely appreciate a subscription. We stream on Monday and Thursday nights. We're going to be starting at 8:30 going forward. We have been starting at 8 o'clock, but that start time is moving till 8:30 Eastern time. I do YouTube shorts on YouTube twice a day, 1 pack opening per short. So if you guys like that type of stuff, be sure to check that out. Other than that, you're on Twitch. Would love a follow, but I believe everybody who's watching over on Twitch is already following. So thank you very much for that. Thanks again to Wizard138 for the raid. Make sure to check him out. Got a link to his Twitch over on the Twitch chat. So first up, we have Majestic Orcorn. It is 4 and a white. For a 4/4 Vigilance, whenever this creature mutates, you gain 4 life. So gaining life's good. Mutate cost for 3 and a white. So yeah, that's not bad. Next up, Cavern Whisperer. The mutate is a useful mechanic, but I don't like playing against it. I would probably like playing it, but I haven't had much opportunity to play it. 4 and a black for a 4/4 with Menace. Whenever this creature mutates, each person or each opponent discards a card. Its mutate cost is 3 and a black. Obviously, the downside to mutate is you are going to be giving up a second creature. The upside is those abilities sure do love to stack, and that's the part I cannot stand. We have Foil Mutual Destruction for a single black. This spell has flash as long as you control a permanent with flash. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature, destroy target creature. So basically, you sacrifice a creature to destroy a creature for 1 black. Late game, I would imagine that could be pretty good if you have some small creatures left on the board, but be pretty painful at times too, I imagine. Almighty Brushwag, a single green for a 1/1 with trample. Not useful unless you use that pump ability. 3 and a green, it gets +3/+3 until end of turn. So now we get to our Mythic Vadroc, Apex of Thunder. For a blue, red, and a white, you get a 3/3 flying first strike. That's pretty powerful. Whenever this creature mutates, you may cast target non-creature card with converted mana cost of 3 or less from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. This deck is so annoying. I cannot stand it. It takes forever for people to play, and their turn just goes on forever. You can mutate for 1, a blue or white, and 2 red. Basically, every time you mutate this, you play Omen of the... Not Omen. Open the Omen Pass. That adds some mana. I think it's 2 of 2 separate colors. And you get to draw some cards. Or exile some cards that you get to play until the end of the turn, and then they keep mutating and mutating and mutating and mutating and mutating. It drives me crazy. And last up, we have a Plains here. So this obviously doesn't have any text, but I love the artwork on basic lands, as does MTG Peddler. If you guys haven't checked him out on YouTube, you should definitely do that. So this is one of my... They're one of the basic land artworks I like more that I've seen recently. So some of them I'm not too impressed with, but I really like this Plains. It's pretty cool. So wish I had some more of those to put in some decks when I start playing some Paper Magic, but I still think that's a ways away. So we have that collection sorting done. If anybody's interested in picking up some packs, I'd be happy to open those for you now. Just go to cotherncards.com. I do not have to ship your cards right away. If you would prefer for me to hold on to them until you open more cards on a future stream, totally cool with that too. That is your choice. Just let me know. But basically, visit cotherncards.com. You scroll down and fill out the form on that page. It gives me all the information I need to know about your order. Then you pay with PayPal, friends and family method, please. That way I don't get any fees. Please don't put any notes in the comments. I get everything I need from that form. Once you fill out the form and send the money, I'll match the two up. Your name will pop up right above me where it says name and packs to open, along with what we're opening up for you tonight. Go through that. But opening packs can get pricey, so if you don't have the budget for it, no problem at all. If anybody's interested in picking up boxes, I can do cheaper prices for those. I can get a fresh box in and then I can open up on a YouTube video, or we can do it live on stream. That is up to you, but that would be a ton of fun. It's always great to share the experience with others, and just fun all around. So let me grab some more cards real quick that I need to sort. I opened some Kaldheim packs that were not part of the set box. I'm not sure how sorted they are, so let me go grab those and we will check. I will be right back. And we're back. Thanks for the patience, guys. Chaos says, Fred, I was on YouTube. Well, welcome to Twitch, Chaos. Appreciate you popping by. Hopefully the lag's not as bad on good old YouTube. Or whatever. I can't keep up. Looks like I might have sorted through these already. Let's see if there's anything I haven't sorted through. You know what, guys? These look like they are all in order. Did pick up some more foils that were left over from Paz's packs that he did not want me to ship. Got a Bound in Gold, a Village Rites, a Spirit Token, and a Hoggy Mob. So go ahead and slide those in here. Put them right here. Let's see, what else do we have that we can go through? Mike Minusko, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate you stopping by. We are currently trying to figure out what to do next. I've sorted through some cards that I needed to add to my collection. We're opening up packs for anybody who's interested. Just go ahead and go to coffencards.com for that if you're interested. If you have any questions, let me know. I can take care of that. So Time Spiral is about to come out. Is anybody excited about that? Personally, I'm not getting any unless some people express interest in cracking some packs. I might be able to pick some up. But it's an expensive ancillary set that's basically all reprints. And I'm not really playing Paper Magic right now, and I don't want to collect a whole set of it. So not picking that up right now. Be interesting to see how Strixhaven's going to be. Hasn't been too much information about that, but now that Time Spiral's coming out soon, I imagine they're going to shift gears to that soon. Other than that, Magic has not had too much going on, I don't think. Well, there's always something going on. Kaldheim, favorite foil, common, uncommon, and rare. What about Mythic? Let's let's see what I have first, and I'll tell you what my favorites from what I have are. How about that?
And indeed, we help all kinds of
Sorry about the ad,
jobs.
guys. Get to my Kaldheim list real quick, and I can tell you. Find my Yep, it's right on top. Stare me in the face. So let's see what I have, and we'll see what my favorite is. Let's see. So rares I have. I have a Reflections of Lichara. That's the alternate art that you get in the bundle. That is not my favorite. I have. I don't think I got any foil mythics. Oh, I did get a foil mythic. I got a Nico Eris. Is that the one I got? Nope, not Nico. Who's the other one? Kaya. Well, Kaya. So, Mike says, do you remember those con exclusive mystery boxes from a few years ago? Do you think collecting the test prints, that's a good idea from a pure collector's point? So, Mike, what I've heard about that is that I think it's Channel Fireball is sitting on a huge supply of those convention booster boxes. Now, that doesn't mean that there's a ton of other stuff going on. Sorry, Chaos missed your message. He said, don't sleep on Strixhaven. I got a feeling Jin will be there. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see for sure, Chaos. So if they do have a bunch of those boxes, which I think they probably do, and they're going to break out when conventions start again, I think there might be a lot more of those test print cards than people realize. Want to say I heard something about that on Alpha Investments from Rudy. Not 100% sure on that. But I'm sure if you search MTG Finance Reddit, there's probably some information on that over there. My favorite mythic foil is my only mythic foil. That's Kaya the Inexorable. My favorite foil rare, I think I have Draugr Necromancer, and I have Showdown of the Scalds. So Showdown of the Scalds is my favorite foil rare that I have. Uncommon and common is a little tougher because I have a lot more of those. They're probably my favorite foil common. I have a Stalwart Valkyrie. Really like playing that card, and I think white always looks good in foil. I also have. What's the other one? I have a foil Invasion of the Giants. That's a fun uncommon. Oh, I forgot. My favorite foil common has to be like one of the snow-covered lands. Mike says he's going to go check that out real quick. Go ahead, let us know what you find. Would love to hear if my memory is serving me correctly or not. I actually have two foil Reflections of Lichara. I have a alternate art and the regular one, but still, I'm going to go with the Showdown of the Scalds. And then common. Yeah, I'm going to have to go with one of the snow-covered lands. Those are a lot of fun. I wish I had more of them. I have 30 lands, and then they're not even all basics because you have all those tap lands. So if you want to get a bunch of snow lands, you either have to find somebody who's got a bunch that is willing to give them to you, or you buy them individually, which they're not super cheap because there's not a lot of them. They don't come in the bundles, so that kind of stinks. And yeah, so it's interesting. That is for sure. What about you, More Drunken Blade? What is your favorite Kaldheim foil, common, uncommon, rare, and because you left it off, mythic? I got some great mythics. Not the best ones. I don't have a Valkyrie or Vorinclex, but I got a alternate art Coma. Last night I did an accident stream because I couldn't remember what day of the week it was, and opened up some packs for Tank Niner. Tank Niner pulled a mythic Coma regular art, so that's a pretty sweet looking card right there. Also, I pulled a Goldspan Dragon, and I pulled in alternate art Isika. Was happy with that too. Just put some cards out so we have something to look out. Or Drunken Blade says Battlefield Raptor is the most stunning. That's a good one. I don't think I have that one in foil. Oh, I do have that one in foil. It's in my magic closet, so not gonna go grab that right now. Yarl the Forsaken's not too interesting in foil. Pretty, but it's not like super striking to me. Starnheim Unleashed. Okay, yeah, that definitely is. I'd have to say that one takes the cake for me personally. That's a sweet card right there. MTG Gaming Bob says, sorry, I'm so late. Well, we're not taking attendance here, MTG Gaming Bob. Just appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much for doing that. We were sorting through some cards I had opened earlier this week. Ran out of those, so now we're just chatting anything Magic, unless you want to pick up some packs, which I think all the packs you pick up, you probably want to open on your channel. If you guys haven't had a chance yet, MTG Gaming Bob has a great YouTube channel. He's newer than I am, or just getting started out later than I am. So if you guys have a chance, go check out his stuff. It's great. Go ahead and subscribe to him as well. He'd really appreciate that. I know he does, unless I'm confusing you with someone else. Hopefully I'm not. You do giveaways every 25 subscribers, so make sure to check that out as well. Here's that foil Invasion of the Giants. The Saga cards are very interesting in foil, I think. But we're talking about our favorite foil common, uncommon, rare, and mythic rare in Kaldheim. So if you have any favorites, make sure to drop those in chat. Or Drunken Blade had what I think should be the answer for everybody for Mythic, Starnheim Unleashed. That's just a great card with great art and foil. MTG Gaming Bob says my memory is serving me correctly. See, I don't have pictures here. I just have names. I'm so much better with faces than I am with names. But he is the guy who does the giveaways every 25 subscribers. I know he's getting close to 75. So if you guys go subscribe, I might get him closer to that next giveaway. I only shout out the people whose stuff I enjoy, which is pretty much everybody on YouTube. So make sure you guys... the community's great. I love being part of this Magic community. It's a lot of fun, and people are great. Everybody's super nice. So if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I would definitely encourage it. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun too. So yeah. MTG Gaming Bob says he is a big fan of the Doomscar foil, especially the extended. Yeah, I could see that be pretty sweet looking. I think it's purple in the... I don't know if it's a shockwave or magical energy wiping everything out, but that would look great in foil. I haven't seen it personally in foil. I haven't been lucky enough to open up either one of those. Well, I do have collector boosters for sale right here. I personally don't open collector's packs. They're a little too rich for my blood. I'm not a huge fan of foils in general, especially now that the collector boosters have dropped the price on so many of the foils. Like, you can get a lot of foils for the same price you could get a non-foil for, and if you can do that, want a card that doesn't curl, and foils curl. Like, let's see if these have curled. I put these in sleeves, so I don't think they curl quite as bad as the ones that haven't been in sleeves. Let's take this one out and see. So here's a Yarl the Forsaken that's been in a sleeve. Pretty flat. But I also have some foils that have curled a lot. Let me grab some of those real quick. Everybody knows that foils curl. They're Pringles. It is what it is. But that's one of the main reasons why I'm not collecting them. Back when I played in Invasion Block, the foils didn't curl. I don't know why. I lived in Florida. It was super humid. They did not curl though. So Emily's back. Thanks for joining us, Emily. The Chaos says, yeah, screw Pringles. So here is a Pringle. These are the basic lands that come in the Kaldheim bundle. I love these cards. They're great. But look at that. I almost think you could stand this up on its own. Let's see. Not quite yet. But it's pretty close. So, or Drunken Blade says, Extended Doomscar is great. MTG Gaming Bob says, you bring up a very good point about a collector box. I can't understand why the Kaldheim collector doesn't have any cards that you can't get in the draft boxes. So I think it does. The draft boxes, you can get the full art cards. Those are the ones that aren't the extended art cards. I do not think you can get the extended art cards. So like that extended art Doomscar. Don't tell me why you can get the full art cards, which look better than the extended art cards, but you can't get the extended art cards. So I think the extended art cards are the differentiator. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I've seen the full art cards pulled a lot. I've seen like Battle Mammoth and Rise of the Dreadmarn, but those are the ones that go all the way around the card. So on the extended art cards, I don't have any here, but like on this card, for example, if I get it out. So Rampage of the Valkyrie. We just sorted through some more cards, Emily. You haven't missed too much. I ran out of stuff to sort, so we're just chatting now. So like the extended art cards would be like here, the picture's extended, but then it still has the border at the bottom, where the full art cards, like the Battle Mammoth, the art goes all the way around the text box, I think. Kind of like, let me pull it out real quick, my full art Planeswalker.
Getting a job is the hardest job out there. Whether
Oops,
you're trying to
hold on one
stand out in
second.
the crowd or exploring a new
It's hiding in here. There it is. That's why I couldn't find it. It was hiding. So like here's the full art Tyvar. You can tell technically. I guess the art doesn't go all the way to the bottom. Like I pulled this out of a set booster. Maybe it's the art comes down on the side of the text box, and on the extended art they don't. Not sure. I feel like, okay, so here's, well, that's a showcase art. This is an extended art, so that doesn't help. I don't know. I feel like there's one type of card that's different, but you can get like 99% of the cards. Emily says, what's your favorite card that you've pulled so far? Out of everything or out of Kaldheim? Out of Kaldheim, my favorite is, I pulled a most valuable card was probably the Showcase Coma I pulled. But that's not my favorite card. Like from a play standpoint, it's a lot of fun, but I don't like the art on the extended art as much. I prefer this art of Coma personally. So Emily says, out of everything, out of anything I've ever pulled, I pulled the Airtide, the corrupted alternate art from Planeshift back before alternate arts were a thing. It only came in full and it had a little star next to its number. That was before everything was spoiled on the internet, so when you open that up, you're kind of like, whoa, what is this? So that was kind of cool. More recently, out of the stuff I have opened, I would say my favorite has probably been probably mixed between Allosaurus Shepherd and the Great Henge. I got lucky and pulled both of those. Allosaurus Shepherd was from Jumpstart, and the Great Henge was from Throne of Eldraine. I pulled a full art Oko the other day. That was fun. Unfortunately, it's banned in pretty much everything. Emily asked if I'm on a mission to complete every set. I am not anywhere near wealthy enough to do anything like that. I would like to collect the sets, so I'm starting basically with probably Throne of Eldraine, since I've been opening up boxes going back that far. I'm not going to be opening up packs of anything older than that, although in the future I do hope to start buying and piecing out some collections. MTG Gaming Bob says, I'm correct about the extended art only being in the collector boxes. Yeah, the extended art is just like, they add some, so it's neat that they have them, but it's not like the full art cards where it wraps around more. Emily says from the boxes I own. Yeah, I mean, I personally opened Allosaur Shepherd out of Jumpstart. It is way back before you started watching, I think, but it is on YouTube. It's one of the 43 first Jumpstart packs I opened up. If you go search for the Jumpstart playlist on Cothern Cards YouTube channel, you should be able to see it. If you can't, let me know. It's in there. And the Great Henge, I opened that from my Throne of Eldraine box that I'm probably close to 2/3 of the way through now. So I've gotten pretty lucky with those pulls. Pretty much the best card in Throne of Eldraine. Oh, excuse me. Other than the alternate art, which I was not lucky enough to pull, but can't be too greedy. If you pull a Great Henge, that's good enough for me, especially when you also pull an Oko from the same box. So that box has been pretty fire so far. So oh, Emily says, are you trying to complete every set you own a box from? Yeah, I think that would be fun. I don't think I'm going to try to do Jumpstart, although I might. I haven't decided yet. I think I'm mainly going for standard sets. Like, I don't think I'm going to try to complete a whole Commander Legends set. And then I am not necessarily trying to complete anything that is like after the slash. So any of the other art versions, so like on this card right here, you see Kaldheim goes up to 285. If I open anything that's outside of that, I'm probably going to keep at least one copy of it, but I'm not trying to get all of them. So like I will probably try to get cards 1 through 285 of this set. But like these theme booster cards and alternate art versions, I'm not as concerned about. Down the road, I might change my mind. Or if I can pick up some stuff in a collection pretty cheap, I'm not opposed to keeping it and adding on to that set. Maybe things will change down the road. I'm not sure yet, but initially I'm going for the main set. So how's everybody else's night going? Anything Magic related you want to talk about, just let me know in chat. Happy to talk about anything. Anybody who's interested in purchasing packs, go to cothencards.com. It explains how to do everything in the explainer video. If you have any questions, let me know. That's what we have for sale. Those are the cards behind me that we're opening up. I keep the Cothern Cards store boxes separate from my own, so I only open up cards from those packs on stream or on YouTube when somebody purchases them. Emily asked if I'm excited about Time Spiral Remastered. I am not. I think it's a neat set, don't get me wrong. But it's basically the Time Spiral block reprinted, which if you want to draft Time Spiral block, I think that's fine. I think that's really what the set is meant for. Of course, you can... I think Time Spiral's modern legal. So it's a great way to get some reprints in there for people who want the card prices to come down some. Great way to crack some of those cards that you want in your decks, but not a modern player. I only play standard on Arena, and I don't really play anything in person. I've played some games on Spell Table, but I don't have like any competitive decks or anything. So Time Spiral Remastered, I personally am not adding any to my collection. But I think that it'll be fun for a certain group of people that really like that type of stuff, but it's just not my cup of tea. MTG Gaming Bob says, also not excited about Time Spiral Remastered. Price point is too high. I think it could have picked a better block. I think they were really going for the draft experience. From what I've read, was really cool. If they priced it the same price as a regular booster box, I probably would have picked one up. But at like 180 to 200 bucks a box, like, no thank you. It's a standard pack of cards. There's not. It's not like all foil. It's not a collector box. It's a draft box. So I'm not really that interested in about it. MTG Gaming Bob says Urza's block would have been way better. Slight problem with that. All the cards people want reprinted from Urza's block are on the reserve list. Sure, not all, but a lot of them are. So that's why they can never do anything like Urza's block. I think reserve lists ended with Mercadian Masks, or maybe the whole entire Masks block. I'm not sure about which one it is. But so basically they can start doing that with Invasion block forward. Invasion was super weak compared to today's power levels. I think that might be one of the reasons why they picked Time Spiral Remastered, because I think the power level was a little more in line with what we're seeing today, but I'm not sure because I did not play during that time. But I know Armagoyf is in there, and that is a very powerful card from everything I've heard. Haven't played with it personally. MTG Gaming Bob said Masks is the first set not on the reserve list, so I guess I can start there. Emily says I'm going to go to my LGS's pre-release for Time Spiral, but that's probably it. Yeah, that'll be fun. Do they do like a sealed deck? Or are they doing drafts, or what are they doing for their pre-release? I know technically it's probably not an official pre-release because Wizards isn't allowing that right now. Or Drunken Blade says, Urza's no, I want my sets to increase, not get blown up by reprints. When you own it, that's how you want it. But when you don't own it, you want it the other way. Emily says draft. That'll be a lot of fun. I haven't looked at the set closely, so I know there's some bobs in there, but nothing. I wouldn't feel very confident drafting it. It would be a very interesting experience. Like I'm getting more comfortable drafting Kaldheim on Arena now, but last night I went 0-3 because I just like couldn't figure out what I was supposed to be drafting. My deck was super weak. That was super frustrating, but that was what it was. Emily said might want to wear gloves for obvious. Yeah. I wonder how that'll end up working. Hopefully people are all respectful. I know my LGS has been super good about setting up restrictions and stuff like that. So hopefully that is the case for your LGS as well. Hopefully you have a good time at that pre-release. When is the actual pre-release? I'm not even sure what it's supposed to be releasing. Hopefully they haven't jacked the price up too much with the increased cost of boxes that MTG Gaming Bob was talking about. So for Drunken Blade, do you have a YouTube channel or do you just hang out and watch videos? You'll cut your own deck, shuffle, and or search. That makes sense. Emily says 2 weeks from now on Friday. That'll be fun. When you're drafting, though, you have to pass the packs around. So, I mean, they obviously can't. I guess the only thing they could do is they could have like little voting booths where the first person sets out a pack, or each person sets out a pack in their little voting booth, and then they take one card, and then everybody switches voting booths. But it'll be interesting to see how a draft would work like that. Thing about drafting on Arena is you don't like play with the people in your pod, where in person you do. So every bomb you pass is something that somebody else can play. So like in person, if there's nothing else good, nothing amazing in the pack, you might take the bomb so that you don't have to play against. Emily says that's all for me tonight, so I'll see you on Thursday's stream. Look forward to seeing you on Thursday's stream, Emily. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget, Thursday we're starting at 8:30 Eastern time. We're moving that start time from 8 to 8:30 Eastern time, so look forward to seeing everybody then. Have people hanging out on Twitch and on YouTube. If anybody has anything else you want to chat about, that would be great. Otherwise, I'm done sorting cards. Doesn't look like anybody is ordering cards tonight, which is totally fine. But don't really have that much more Magic stuff to talk about unless you guys do. So I'll probably be signing off here shortly. But if there's stuff you want to talk about, just let me know in chat and we can chat it up. Otherwise, hope everybody is having a good start to their week. For anybody who's finishing up on the YouTube or Twitch replay, feel free to order packs in between streams and I can open them up at the start of the next stream. Or if you'd prefer, I can also open them up on YouTube. I can record a video and post it straight to YouTube, edit it, put prices on it and everything. So just let me know if that's something you're interested in. Also, if there's any packs or boxes that you do not see on the list, I can give better deals for whole box prices. Or Drunken Blade says draft may be on hold, nothing official, but a couple of LGSs that they do sealed only for a while. That makes a lot of sense to me. I know my LGS has started at least putting events up for drafts. Obviously, they're not official, but I'll have to ask them how they're doing that. I know they're really conscious about safety, so I would imagine they have some sort of system set up, but I'm not sure what it is. Maybe they make everybody wear gloves or something. But then the problem, like with anything else, is like gloves are fine if you put them on, you don't touch anything. But like the second you touch your face, and then you touch the cards again, then you know what's the point of gloves? I mean, it protects your hands, but it doesn't protect anybody else. More Drunken Blade says hanging out, sorting cards, and boxing orders up. Do you have like an eBay store, or what are you boxing orders up for? That sounds like fun. Well, sounds tedious, but it's fun that you're able to box up cards. Like anytime you sell stuff, that's awesome. Or Drunken Blade says no store channel, just selling on eBay. What you just sell stuff from collections you buy or stuff you open from packs, or how's that work out? I've thought about starting to sell on eBay, but I know it's also commonly called Feebay, so it's plus I have no feedback, so I think that would be a big barrier to people buying from me. But interested to see what you think about that, how it works, if you feel like it's a good deal, bad deal. Do you sell Magic, or what do you sell on there? Or Drunken Blade said I started running out of room and thought I would get rid of some. That makes sense. You just selling more valuable stuff, or you selling a lot of bulk, or you're trying to get rid of room, you need to start selling all those bulk commons and uncommons. So I would imagine that would be interesting. Shipping on that would just be crazy, I would think. But I mean, if you're running out of room and you want to get more cards, selling them seems like the answer to me. Do appreciate everybody stopping by tonight. Tonight we had Wizard138 rate us over on Twitch. Thank you very much, Wizard and crew, for hanging out after you stopped by. Chaos stopped by on both YouTube and Twitch, so that was fun. More Drunken Blade says eBay since 1999, 100% feedback. So you probably got quite a bit built up. They actually got rid of my account because I didn't use it for about 10 years. That was a bit of a bummer, but MTG Gaming Boss says, nah, just keep all the cards. Well, if you don't have to ever move, that's not a problem. But when you have to move, that is not fun at all. Adds quite a bit of weight. But I totally understand the keep the cards thing. MTG Gaming Bob says, my fiance always tells me, you have a lot of cards. Well, I don't know how long you've been playing since MTG Gaming Bob, but I imagine you probably do have quite a big collection by now. I do appreciate everybody stopping by tonight. Grim Entertainment says, hit any bangers? Not tonight. We just sorted through a collection. Didn't have anybody purchasing packs. If you're interested, let me know. We're starting to wrap things up tonight, but I do my 2 daily YouTube short videos. MTG Gaming Bob says he probably has about 100,000 cards. Yeah, that's a lot. So you have like over 100 of the white boxes. So you probably have more like 20 or so of those 5-row boxes. Appreciate you stopping by, Grim Entertainment. We also had Emily Golan, more Drunken Blade, MTG Gaming Bob. Do we have Mike Minusko stop by for a little bit to go down the rabbit hole about the Mystery Booster Box Convention Edition. Or Drunken Blade says, honestly, Saga through Kaldheim. I have to get down to 1 full row and 1 long box per set. Yeah, so you get a lot of each set. Grim says, for sure, when's your next live stream? So I stream on Mondays and Thursdays. I'm changing the start time to 8:30 Eastern. Give me a little more time to get my son put down and get things organized before we start up the stream. If you wanted any packs tonight, I'm more than happy to open them up tonight. Otherwise, yeah, we're about to start signing off over on Twitch. I mentioned Wizard Rated. That was a lot of fun. If you guys haven't had a chance to check him out over on Twitch, he's a Magic the Gathering Arena drafter and plays Valheim as well. That's twitch.tv/wizard138. More Drunken Blade says, hear you soon. Sounds good to me. Chaos gives the heart hands over on Twitch. Hope you all had a good night tonight. I'll have some more cards. I'll be opening up some more packs for YouTube shorts, so we should have lots of stuff going on there to sort for next time. Also have all of these cards that came from draft boxes and bundles from Kaldheim that I'll need to insert into my Kaldheim set once I figure out what I got from my set box. Hope you all have a good night tonight. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you ever need anything, my email is cothencards@gmail.com. Grim says, I have to drive home soon, so I wouldn't be able to watch, but Thursday sounds good. Sounds good to me too, Graham. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you on Thursday. See everybody else on Thursday. Everybody stay safe till next Thursday. MTG Gaming Bob says, thanks for streaming. Thank you for coming. Streaming's not the hard part. Getting people to show up is. So definitely appreciate everybody who showed up tonight. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. Hope you all have a good night, and I will see you live on Thursday. Other than that, make sure to check out my YouTube shorts over on YouTube. Have a